Um, yeah, growing up in Ohio was great. I mean, it's a great place to grow up and live, and it's this type of place where people just get up and go to work every day, like they live every day, just regular lives. And sometimes, living out here in LA and New York, we're always on the hustle and trying to do the next thing. But there, it's just about, you know, meeting a nice girl, getting a good job. So it was really a good place to be. I was not one of the cool kids. I was actually one of the nerdy kids throughout all of high school. I was a kid that girls would come up to be like, "Yo, you're the guy that people really, that girls really fall for in college." That's what I used to get told. So that was kind of whack. But things have changed now. But it's still it still was a very interesting kind of place to be. You know what I mean? But I loved it. Came from a family that was just musical, and I always grew up around it. And I always was singing and playing piano and all that kind of stuff. And so I always knew that it would at least be something I would do on the side. And then finally, once I got a real job, I realized that I really want to do this for real. I mean, it was something that I really that was in me, and I couldn't kind of fight it. And I've always loved, of course, R&B music. I've always loved pop music, alternative rock music, and all those types of things. And I always wanted to try to figure out a way to infuse those to come up with a really unique sound that felt special, that felt like authentic and honest. And so I decided to take the leap of faith, and it's been going all right. It's been going okay. Oh, that was amazing. Work with Alicia Keys was one of those moments where you really feel like, okay, I think I'm doing something, and I think it's paying off. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of times when you're hustling and you're like, you're doing shows, and your career is growing, but you still don't ever really feel like, wow, am I really in this, or am I really taken serious? I think that the opportunity to be around someone like Alicia Keys, who is one of the biggest artists of our time, and has the most beautiful spirit, like it's just an eye-opening moment. And I got to work with her a few weeks ago, just doing some writing on her album, and it was a dream come true for me, and I really definitely treasure it forever and ever. I think all of those guys you mentioned they all bring something different to the table. You know what I mean? I think that what I bring is more of a it's about love songs. You know what I mean? That's my music. It's about matters of the heart, and I think that's something that you don't hear a lot in R&B music, is stuff about love. We used to own that topic. Like, it used to be R&B music. We used to do that, and we don't do that anymore. So I feel like I'm bringing that back in there. And also the type of music that I do, it's like stadium music. I always felt like urban music didn't have the big stadium music, big drums, big production, stuff that makes you just want to scream out, you know what I mean, and yell it out. I think that's the type of music that I'm really trying to bring to not just the urban crowd, but just to the entire world, and I think that I've always been brought in rooms, and people have said, usually I like pop and usually I like rock. For some reason I like your music too, and it's R&B, but I don't get why I do, but I do like it. And it's something that speaks to all the different influences that are in it. Like, I think it's something that there's something in it for everybody, and I think that's what kind of sets it apart. Most of the songs I write are about either past relationships or past friendships, or things I've observed from family. I mean, I think that as an artist, you are a person that interprets the world through song. So like, you're there to observe the world and see what's going on and around you. So there are a lot of people that are around me that inspire the songs that come out. And of course, heartbreak or disappointment, or even happiness, all of those things kind of inspire what I end up talking about. The Interschool relationship came about in a very kind of like organic way. Like I originally, signed with Carrie Crucial Brothers, who is the longtime writing and production partner of Alicia Keys, and and he took me on as one of his first artists. So I was really excited about that because the type of music that they've created over the years, you know, has been very different and authentic, but they still win. Like, they still win mainstream. Like, people, you know, she's huge, and I really wanted to have that kind of feeling about my music. Really, I wanted it to be very, very real and very, you know, genuine. And so he got that, and we started building and making music. And one of the cool things that happened is, you know, I ended up doing Say It So, which was a record that we just put out independently, and we were getting radio spins and getting a lot of traction off of it. And Alicia was singing on backgrounds on the record, and it caught the attention of Larry Jackson over at Interscope, and we were able to get the deal done. And it happened so nicely. We weren't even looking for a deal, and it just kind of came to us. And so it seemed like a really, really good situation. Well, I mean, right now, I mean, so as I said, I went to the studio a few weeks ago with Alicia Keys, and I also have had the opportunity to work with Don Richards a lot over the past, you know, year, and I think she's amazing. I think she's going to be doing some really great things, and hopefully, you know, there's some other ones down the pipeline. I'm trying to get some stuff in with Melanie Fiona, and also, you know, people on the other side of the spectrum, like people in the indie rock scene, and I think are really dope too. So I'm trying to get really, really great music coming out. Well, working on the single. I mean, the single is actually done. It's going to be coming out in the next, you know, month or so. So I'm excited about that. And we got a new project that we're putting out before the album actually comes out. And it's all original music, and it's really, really dope. I really feel like it speaks to where I'm at in my life right now, and I can't wait for it to come out. So it's really, really exciting. And yeah, and then we'll have the album coming out, you know, very, very soon also. So I got a lot of stuff to work on, and hopefully some tours in some cities near you. I want people to know that that I'm just a person trying to figure out how to make it in this world like everybody else is. There's no really big differences, you know. I just put everything, all my stuff, into music, and I want people to know that I want people to be able to feel where I'm coming from, just like hopefully I'm somehow relating to where they're coming from. I think that, you know, I'm just a person who dreams big and follows my dreams, and I hope everyone else is doing the same thing. And that's pretty much it. Yo, what's up, y'all? This your boy Mateo, and you are watching IamJasonLee.com. Peace, y'all.